It's DJ here, another episode of the Gig Life Vlog, and I'm just on my way to Biloela. It's my only gig this week. I was supposed to be having a nice relaxing week off, but I got asked if I could come fill in for a gig for somebody, and that's cool because I like to work. But anyway, I'm just on the way out there in between Rockhampton and Mount Morgan, and I just thought I would quickly show you what is one of the loveliest little views that, you know, unless you really stop to check it out, you're not ever going to really see this. And it's, you know, part of the reason why I really do love this country is because we've got so much amazing landscape that, you know, so I'm going to quickly throw this in so you can see it. So here, this is halfway between Rockhampton and Mount Morgan, going up this big range here called the Razorback. And if you look over here, you're actually looking back towards Bouldercombe, which is a little town about halfway between Mount Morgan and Rockhampton. And so it's about another hour and a half for me to go on a billow. So I'm going to very quickly finish this up and get the hell back home. There's a lovely chariot, the steed, and I'll film a little bit more later on. So peace out, my friends. Hey, TJ here with part 2 of the vlog for this week. I'm finally back in Rockhampton after playing a billow tonight. You know, it's almost 4 in the morning. I just figured I'd get this done now. So anyway, yeah, it was a fantastic night out in Billow. It was a packed house, and which is good. It really means that I'm starting to get more traction in a town, which is what you really want to try and do. You know, it's the biggest crowd I've had out there yet in the few years I've been playing out there. So that's fantastic, and it's always nice to go to Billow. You know, moving on, the 2 New Challenge seems to be doing really well. I've got a lot of people, you know, pulling me aside at gigs, and when they see me in the street and stuff, to want to talk about, you know, what it is that they're really excited that they found in town, or, you know, sometimes, you know, things that they found, you know, wasn't particularly for them, but they're glad that they checked it out anyway. You know, so that's awesome. If you haven't started, the 2 New Challenge really is to find 2 new things in August in your town, in your region. 2 new things that you've never done before, be it a restaurant, be it an event, be it a band you've never seen before. You know, if you've never gone to the art gallery, check that out, or something like that, or a museum. You know, I've completed the first one of mine, was to go and check out the Singing Ship down in Emu Park, which is a tourist attraction down there that I've never been to. And, you know, that was fantastic. Unfortunately, I didn't get any footage. I'm going to try and see if I can get some footage. I've got plans to go for my second thing this weekend coming. So, you know, you'll get more on that next week with the episode, so make sure you tune into that. You know, fingers crossed I'll be able to get some footage, and that'll be really nice. So quickly, onto the album recommendation of the week. There was this band in the 70s and 80s called Wishbone Ash, and they were a British band, and they were the first band to ever record dueling guitar solos, the first band to ever record harmonized lead guitar solos. You know, they were a band that was basically they launched the careers of Kiss and the Electric Light Orchestra over in America. You know, because the 2 times that they got to tour America, they picked these bands, you know, Kiss and ELO, that no one had ever heard of, and by the end of the tour, these bands were actually outdrawing them, which kind of sucks for them, I guess, but it's also a pretty cool thing to be remembered for, you know, to launch the careers of such, you know, important bands like Kiss and ELO. I mean, that's huge. But anyway, my album recommendation this week is my personal favorite Wishbone Ash record. And to tell the truth, it's probably not the most indicative of their sound and of their work. You know, this was an album that they made in the 80s. It's called Here to Here, spelled H-E-R-E to H-E-E-R. And it was the album that they made in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, to perhaps reinvent their sort of sound and to try something new. It was the first album back with their singer, with the guitarist that sang for them. You know, the album or two before them was just completely instrumental, which was again something they'd never done before. But it's my favorite one, and I've got a lot of strong memories attached to that because it's an album that my parents both listened to a lot when I was growing up, and it's got some fantastic tracks on it. I'm sorry, it's almost 4 a.m. I'm stumbling over words, and I'm not going to edit this out. So anyway, it's probably the songs that stand out to me as high points are Cosmic Jazz, the first one, Keeper of the Light, which is also the second track, you know, which is a lovely song about motherhood, and it's a really nice tribute to mothers everywhere. But yeah, so please check that run out. I'm not sure if it's on Spotify. I'm not sure if it's on iTunes or not. It's the number one album that I really want to get on vinyl that I don't already own. So, you know, if you feel like being lovely and sending me a copy, if you got a copy, you know, I'll never say no to that. That'll be awesome. You know, don't feel you have to. Don't feel you have to, but it'd be really cool. This dude would like it. Anyway, I'm going to finish up. I'm exhausted. You can see the bags under my eyes. You can hear the voice. I will catch you all next week. And as always, please keep the questions coming, keep the comments coming, the likes, the subscribes, the notification. Join that notification squad, man. It's what really helps us. And I'll see you later. Peace out.